We're sucking down a lot of rads sticking around here.
I really hope you find someone to help. It's not me.
You have to help us.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
I'll repeat.
Stim
There
packs.
are no
Fully
police
stocked.
in Far Harbor.
Well, where are the local police?
I have my hands full helping my people.
There has to be someone you can spare to investigate.
A stranger came to town that might help you. That's the best I can offer.
You have to help us. There may have been a crime.
I really hope you find someone to help. It's not me.
You have to help us. There may have been a crime.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this.
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
Who said I was a detective?
Mayor Avery said that someone new had arrived on the island, investigating a missing person. That must be you.
Seems word travels fast around here.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Not yet.
Ah, you must have supplies you need to procure. I shall wait for you at the edge of town.
Guns, guns, and more guns.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
A lot of people out here could use a hand.
I need to talk to you about our missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Can you tell me anything else? I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find this synth.
I wish I had more to give you. He disappeared into the fog, and I haven't seen him since.
Relax. I'll take care of this.
Sorry. My nerves are a little shot right now. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns
Food in
now.
front, dock in back. The bait shop.
Hey.
What's the plan?
Hey, Valentine.
Do something for you?
Your thoughts?
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Your thoughts?
It's nice to feel like we're really making a difference out here.
Is everything all right between us?
Not enough people out here are willing to try and do what's right. I consider myself awful lucky I fell in with one who is.
That's all for now.
Well, all right. Suppose someone should make use of it.
Detective, shall we head to the hotel so you may begin your work?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's be off then. Looks like it isn't just the police who have been lax lately. The Island's building inspector ought to be fired. Follow me. I wish we still had the staff to keep up this area of the hotel. It's in quite a state of disrepair. I should warn you, some of the other hotel guests are a bit, rowdy. I was forced to defend myself when a few became a bit handsy, shall we say. The registered patrons are in a more exclusive area of the hotel, though, and do not associate with this sort of rabble. Shall we be off?
What do you mean the other patrons are rowdy?
I had not been in this part of the hotel for some time. Perhaps there is some sort of sporting event that has them agitated. Several of them tried to grab me and, well, their clothing was certainly not suitable for polite company. Shall we be off?
Yeah, let's go.
Very good. This way. Drat, the elevators seem to be out of order at this level.
Welcome to your last stand. One way to get the cooler pumping. We're in for it now. Good. I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore, but they sure bring in the business.
Sweet.
Watching a conductor at the orchestra.
Hey.
Here's what I've got. Looks clear. Even break a sweat.
This elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in. After you, the elevator is right there.
Hey,
Do something for you?
Nick,
Anything I can help with?
your thoughts?
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Your thoughts?
I got your back.
Your thoughts?
You'd be shocked how many folks I've managed to convince I'm just a really sick ghoul.
Your thoughts?
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
Nothing else for now.
Sure, sure.
Well, this is kind of awkward. 3 robots, or maybe 2.5, in the elevator. Any jokes?
After you, the elevator is right there. You need to speak to Maxwell. Go ahead and activate the control panel there.
What?
Well,
it's another
well.
vault?
This place just got a little more interesting.
sent for?
It's me, Pearl. I've returned with the investigator.
Let me just get the door for you. Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they're very worried.
What happened? Who died?
It's Mr. Parker, the primary owner and financier for the hotel. This is just a disaster. Have a look at the crime scene for clues.
Sounds like
When you're
trouble.
ready, we can discuss your findings. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me,
I
Detective.
shall return to my workstation and allow you to take things from here.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The
Tidy joint.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse
Please,
than
if I may.
That's
if
what
I
this
could
is to
just
you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm
I
sorry
guess
for
someone wasn't
shouting.
a fan of robo-brains.
But the detective has
Not this
arrived,
one.
and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
Protect and serve.
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Is this blood? Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed. Hell yeah. A baseball bat? Huh. What is this doing here?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Heads up. Look alive.
Protect and serve.
Better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God, why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't. Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
How many folks you think could fit in one of these?
well. If it isn't the long arm of the law. Tell me, are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art is life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
Dogs and elephants can put paint to canvas. What is to say our every action is not a spastic death twitch of a creature that has not realized it is already dead? Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
Oh, what a very literal interpretation. I asked what he communicated, not what the shapes on the canvas were. We must ascend. And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
This is bullshit. You're talking out your ass and wasting my time.
I can see this discourse is wasted on you. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man, huh? Oh, it's you again. Finally decided to gain some culture?
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus's torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh.
A bomb could go off in this place and no one would be the
Just
wiser.
let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically
Look alive.
possible.
I know
No,
when
see
I'm
what I
getting
can
sick,
do.
Bert. Now,
Go
why
check
don't you
that out.
wander
Done
off and play
and
in your
done.
lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't
There's
believe
something
me.
you
Check
need.
it out.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun,
Whatever.
dear.
I'm going to the lab.
Take a look.
Count on it.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Maybe later.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Come on.
And do.
Protect and serve.
Maybe Maxwell has the key.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
The door to the overseer's office is locked.
Oh, yes. Mr. Parker locked it a while back, after finding out that one of the other residents had been inside. Said it wasn't safe. If the key isn't on him, it's probably in Mr. Parker's room. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Nice.
Don't make them like they used to.
Hey.
I'm all ears. Must have cost a fortune to build a place like this.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors. I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Oh, it's you again. Finally decided to gain some culture?
Never mind.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Maybe later.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Hello again. Did you need something?
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Was there something else, Detective?
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
Protect and serve.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Ezra was embezzling your money. That's why you killed him and framed Keith.
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape. What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
fucking kill!
Underestimate us again. Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
I found the killer.
It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
He attacked me, but it's over now. Your residents are safe.
There you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Protect and serve.
I can't believe it. It was Ezra all along.